All right, first one up is from Brian Meadows. Over the past day or so, I've seen many outlets post articles on Kathleen Kennedy's interview and saying that Knights of the Old Republic is happening, but she never said that from what I saw, only that they are contemplating things set in the time period. What are your thoughts over the entire situation? Thanks to you, Rob and Ashley, for waking me up each day and helping me flex my movie fan love.
It's always great when you can flex your movie fan love. So thanks for sending that in. And yes, look, a lot of people for a long time, I mean, as long as I've been doing Star Wars content online, there have been people that have constantly written in, understandably so, asking about when are they going to do Knights of the Old Republic? Will they ever do Knights of the Old Republic? And I quite frankly have always kind of been of the thought of it'd be cool if they did, but I just don't see them doing it sort of thing. Well, while at Star Wars Celebration, of course, everybody does a lot of interviews. And of course, Kathleen Kennedy is one of the people who's going to get interviewed an awful lot. And she was specifically asked about Knights of the Old Republic. And this is what's got everybody excited right now. Kathleen Kennedy said the following. She said, "You know, we talk about that all the time, Knights of the Old Republic," Kennedy said. "Yes, we are developing something to look at. Right now, I have no idea where things might fall, but we have to be careful that there is a cadence to Star Wars that doesn't start to feel like too much. We don't have a crystal ball. You know, we tried a little bit with Solo to see if we could do 2 movies a year, and whatever or not, that really was an opportunity for that, and we felt like that's not going to work. So we have to back off a little bit." Again, going back to this whole nonsense that, the problem with Solo was the fact that we did 2 movies in the year. No, it wasn't. The problem was you made a film that nobody wanted to see. But let's not get on that again right now. The fact of the matter is she's saying, yes, we are looking at doing something with the Knights of the Old Republic. I mean, who knows if we'll actually get around to doing it, but we are putting some things together for us to look at. They probably got a team developing it to present, and then maybe they'll make some decisions moving forward. Rob, first of all, do you think they will move forward with something like a Knights of the Old Republic? And maybe even more importantly, do you think they should move forward with something like a Knights of the Old Republic?
Well, first of all, yes, I do think they should, because they could create, whether it's Lord of the Rings style, whether it's Game of Thrones style, there's no expectation because they're jettisoning the old extended universe. They really could come up with almost anything. They could use what's been used or created already for the idea of the Knights of the Old Republic, whether it's books or, of course, the games. And I think that it's really awesome to go back and do 1,000 years ago or 2,000 years ago, look at a period of Star Wars history that we haven't seen. And they literally can create a new tapestry of characters. I know that Weiss and Benioff, I was kind of always hoping that they would take their Game of Thrones experience. Apparently they're not doing that. But I think it's a great idea because there is no expectation. They could give us, go back into what is Star Wars if not an amalgamation of all of our myths and great fantasy works, all the way back to the hero's journey. Everything from Greek mythology, Gilgamesh, Japanese samurai movies. And we have such a rich, you've got the Arthurian mythos as well. It would be great. I would love to see something like that as long as it was thought out from the beginning. Right. So you really had a story that was really tight, like Lord of the Rings works so well because you had the 3 books. You had the story mapped out. And even though people are still crying, there's no Tom Bombadil enough. But it could be really, really great if it was well thought through and we got a 3-movie trilogy that had a great beginning, a middle, and an end that was conceived of to be that way from the beginning.
All right. Well, I want to know, guys, what do you think about this whole notion of a Knights of the Old Republic movie? Is this something, and it's a 2-part question for you guys. Should they do one? And the bigger question, will they do one? And who knows? Maybe this is the thing that Benioff and Weiss are working off. Who knows? We're going to have to wait and find out.